It's time to face your fears. I was sitting and meditating after my yoga session. I not always, but very often I do. I am an yoga instructor too, amongst many things. But yeah, I almost daily do intuitive yoga sessions for myself. I move my body in an intuitive way, like going with the flow of life. And when you are in the flow, you open up stagnant energy, right? So that opened up something within me today, and I channeled some light language words. And I was sitting and pulling out cards for myself, and I suddenly heard the dark side of the moon. And for those of you who are interested in music and you like good music, you maybe know about the legendary album from Pink Floyd that is of course called The Dark Side of the Moon. And it's amazing that that album is over 50 years old. It absolutely has passed the stand of time. I feel that the songs and the music could absolutely have been made yesterday. So, a very reflective album, and I was sitting and listening to some to the intro before I started recording, and when you are at the moon, there are no oxygen because there are no atmosphere. So they start the song with breathe in the air. So it's I feel it's symbolic for being liberated, being free, right? When you are out in space, there are no limits, right? There are no, the space is unending, right? So but the fear when you are in space are of course because we can't breathe in space. We need oxygen, and we have all watched sci-fi movies when the oxygen level is going down. So whatever you are afraid of, I have no idea how this reading will turn out. We will pull out some tarot cards and see what the message is. So let's go over to the cards. So as you can see, there's nothing here except from my tarot deck. as I said in the intro, it's time to face your fear, and whatever your fear is, I felt very strongly is, of course, the fear of change. So I have no idea how this reading will pan out. We'll pull out some oracle cards to maybe look into what are you afraid of first of all, and yeah, and then get the advice of how you can face your fear. So I saw already that I was right about the fear of change. You know, death. Death is the definite change. Now, this is not a literally death. Talking about this thing, I watched a very strange movie yesterday. It was a movie about some kids. They were in their 20s. They had gone to college together, and one of them was excuse me. One of them was had a very good skill with technology, and this guy he was he had invented something peculiar, and this thing could make the soul of the person change into another person's body. And yeah, you know, that is how our soul transforms from lifetime to lifetime, right? They jump from from body to body, and yeah, your soul is not afraid of the change. Your soul is not afraid of the death, because the soul knows that we have eternal life, and that is very interesting. I haven't watched this before, but here you can see the eye of the maker, the all-seeing eye. And I channeled this eye previously today when I did my meditation, as I said in the intro. And yeah, I also heard the dark side of the moon. And the dark side of the moon is symbolic with the analogy of the psychoanalysis thesis of Carl Jung, that he in his thesis he says that you have to embrace your shadow as part of yourself to heal. So yeah, transformation, it's the change that you are afraid of. So I don't think we didn't get a chance to shuffle Spirit. There are a lot of things that want to obviously to say about this topic, but for the viewer, what are they afraid of? Can we get one more card? They wanted to give us a lot of cards in the beginning, and now they are a little bit stagnant. I feel this one. So, the fear of change. Let's see. Yes, so this card is amazing. This card was actually underneath the death card. Yes. The Eight of Cups is all about leaving things behind, what is no longer serve yourself, and going for what you want. Maybe you are afraid of if you do this. Maybe you are afraid of the disappointment. If whatever you are embarking on, if it doesn't pan out as you have pictured it, right? When you are embarking on a new journey, we have the Rado rune here with the journey. And when we are embarking on a new journey, of course, we have our vision of how this journey will pan out. And when things don't pan out just the way as we imagined it, maybe you think that everything is going wrong and you're starting to regret that you started this journey at all, right? Let's look at that other card. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe there's something about giving up. You're afraid of giving up your status, giving up all the nice things that you have already achieved in your life. But why should you be afraid of leaving those things behind? Because we don't get these things with us when we literally walk away from this earth. And that is something that we humans keep forgetting. We keep forgetting that all the golden glitter that we achieve throughout our lives, we don't take this with us when we pass. Yes, of course, you can leave it in a will to your relatives, but you yourself are walking as poorly as you came into the earth. You're walking as poorly out of this life, but you at least with all the golden glitter, but you walk away from life with the experience that your soul wanted to achieve. So why are we so afraid? Why are we so afraid of this? Why are we so afraid of this, Spirit? I want some more answers. Why, Spirit, are we so afraid of leaving things behind, walking away, and do the significant change that we actually need to do? Why are we so afraid to embrace these changes? Okay, so this was 2. So we saw the Page of Cups. Yes, we are so afraid because we are afraid of starting from scratch. And I can concur with that because I I have I have lived my life, right? For over 20 years, I lived my life and I achieved a lot of things. I got a high education, I got a house, I got a car, I got this and that, family, etc., etc. But this wasn't fulfilling me, right? We have again the radar rune and the Fehu rune with wealth, the chase of wealth, and or is it the power of the mind rune? Yes, I think maybe it's the power of the mind rune. Oh, nevertheless. So I gave it all up, except from my family. But my family got split in, of course, in the moment that I gave up my earthly things. And I am now at the beginning of something new. And it's not as easy of doing this when you have had it all and you know what you had, right? Because I achieved it through so many years. And thinking about that, I will maybe use the next 20 years of my life achieving the same thing once again. It's actually exhausting. You can see the turmoil of the sea at the background. That, of course, is talking about emotions that are stirring up within yourself, right? You want the new beginning, but you don't want to stir up the emotions within yourself while doing this. The Empress, yes, as I said, look at this woman. This is like me, you know. I packed all my things in 2 suitcases. That was after I sold everything. That was the only thing that I had left. Of course, I have something stored in a storage, but I could put my... It's a little bit sad to think about that. I could put my whole life in 2 suitcases. And look at her. She is sitting not in a palace. She's sitting outside, and she has her things surrounding her. It looks like she actually has lost everything, except from the necessity that she needs, right? She needs this, I'm not sure what it's called, a spin to make clothes. She has her sword and her shield to defend herself. She still sits on her throne, and she has a little chest here with maybe some savings. So this card tells me that yeah, you have lost or you have sold everything, but you are not poor, right? You have the resources that you need with you. Even if you are living in your car, even if you are living in your car, I guess that you have stored a lot of things like clothes and yeah, things that you need, memories from your family in your car. Look at the last one. So, leveling up from the page to a knight. So yeah, why are we afraid of facing our fears? As I said, you're afraid to lose it all. Maybe it's the social status with the Empress here. I don't know what's worst. What is the worst thing, you know? I had a high social status, some sort. But yeah, I feel that the high social status is how you self feel. Do you feel rich or do you feel poor? So a Knight of Cups at the end here. Why are you afraid of facing your fears? Again, it's this tumultuous emotions in the background here. Maybe you are afraid of the effect. Here you can see that the sea is starting to move, and here it's almost like a tsunami coming over this poor guy here. So maybe it's the cause and effect. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Look at the advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit. How can you face your fears? How can we face our fears? Oh, that was too many. But I'll take this one. And excuse me, I have a little cat that obviously wants attention. Hey, Lucy. Okay, so we'll take this. So, how can we face our fears? With dignity, I feel. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles, yes. Working consistently towards achieving our goals. And we have the Lagoose rune with the fertility. And again, this, yes, it's the Feihu, the wealth rune. Working hard and consistently towards our goals. Don't be afraid. When you don't see the change immediately, just keep on working to whatever you want to achieve. 2 of Swords. You have the warrior rune, spiritual warrior, and you have the Isa. And you don't have to jump into conclusion with whatever road you want to choose when you make this change, right? You don't have to choose right away. Are you going this way or are you going that way? Either way, you are protected. You have the Algus rune at the center of this creature here. But I feel that the important thing here, since she is camouflaged with a wolf fur, the important thing is to be honest with yourself when you make this decision. Be honest with yourself. That is the most important thing. Be honest. What are you afraid of? And we have the star. And this is a very powerful image, because if I recall this, the story of this card is that the serpent, I forgot the name of this serpent, but it had put his body around the earth and poisoned the minds of the people with fear. And here is Thor. He fought this serpent in what we call Ragnarok to protect the earth, the Middle Earth, that is where we human beings are living. To make hope shine again for the humankind. Again, we have the Laguz rune centered here at his chest, the rune of fertility. So, with this said, how you can advise of how to release and face your fears is, of course, work consistently towards your goal. Don't lose hope and faith. You don't have to embark on anything to jump into a conclusion of anything. You can take the time to decide what is right for you, what feels right for you, what direction you want to work on, but be authentic with yourself. That is the advice. Let's look at the back. We had the Seven of Swords. Don't let yourself be deceived by other people trying to persuade you not to make the significant change, because they are not you. They are not you, and they can't predict how this significant change will evolve in your life, how this would change in a significant way in your life. So don't let yourself be persuaded by people who don't understand that maybe this change is important for you. You know, when I sold my things and were leaving, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone at all that what I was doing. I just informed them, informed my friends and family. I just informed them just a month or so before I left. And that is because I didn't want anyone to interfere in my dream. I didn't want them to interfere in my vision and destroy my hope and dream for my future. Because people have a toxic way of thinking, you know, and they try to persuade you to not to do this. But this is a road that you need to take. Yeah. Okay, this was a little bit long video. I hope you enjoy with it. Thank you so much for those of you who watched this video to the end. And yeah, face your fears now, and it's time for this change to happen. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you again in another reading very, very soon. Bye for now.